And blah blah blah. Here's Lori and Mom, my mother. This is my kid brother here, Danny. I don't know if you've ever met Danny. Danny actually did an album that we put out on Ecstatic Peace. I think I can probably find it here and show it to you. I don't know if you can see this, but this will really, really make your day, I think, when you see this. I think it's right between Black Flag and Butthole Surfers here somewhere. But I think you'll really like this once I find it. Oh, here we go. Here's Danny. I'm very proud of him. He changed his last name to Bonaducci for some reason. I guess that was just, I don't know. Here's a nice bust of my mom. Ever since I've left home, I sort of needed to feel near to her. Here's a little wedding gift from Lydia to Kim and I. I always keep this around. And I'll probably never get rid of this. I find it very nice. I don't know what else to show you. Here's that's just a bunch of crap. Here's a bunch of records. For some reason, I have lots of records. I guess it's because I'm in the record business. And I guess we should move along. You might want to reposition yourselves, though.
Okay.
Chaos?
Yeah.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our bedroom. As you can see, this is my cat, Sweet Face. And this is our bed. Very nice. This quilt is an old antebellum quilt from Alabama that I got from my grandfather's place. He owns a plantation down there that he used to live on, or he still lives on. It's quite old, hand knit by some lady who's probably now in her 90s, if not 190s. My cat, Sweet Face. She's very friendly. This is a Sweet Face's brush. We like Sweet Face. What else to show you? Here's a piano right here. This is pretty much where Sonic Youth pretty much composes all their material on. I don't know, you can get an idea of how we work from that. And here's probably what's considered to be the biggest shoe made today. And oh, what's this? Oh, we always have food around. Some more grapes. And what else can I show you? Here's our laundry bag. Most of this is Kim stuff, as I pretty much don't have too much beyond the jeans I'm wearing and a couple of rock tees. But we'll probably bring that in tomorrow. Where else can I take you? This is our office right over here. This is pretty much where we work. Let me pick up this grape so you don't step on it. SST coffee mug. Keep us pretty much together.
Whose Advils are those?
Well, we both use these pretty much. Advils are good for when the man of the house gets a headache and when the woman of the house gets cramps. Here's a little piece of poetry that Kim wrote called "What is a Boy?" Between the innocence of babyhood and the dignity of manhood, we find a delightful creature called a boy. Boys come in assorted sizes, weights, and colors, but all boys have the same creed: to enjoy every second of every minute of every hour of every day, and to protest with noise, their only weapon, when their last minute is finished and the adult males pack them off to bed at night. And it goes on and on. It's pretty heavy. Here's some old Alice Cooper, what do you call this? Stationery. Pretty hip. Spin over here. This is Kim's belongings here. She probably doesn't mind you looking at it too much. Here's some like flip-up shades that she wears sometimes. Here's her famous Black Flag earrings that she wore in the infamous Sonic Youth video. Here's a little box of beatbox candy. That's pretty jiving. Kick some butt. Here's some pictures. Here's the
Yeah, rolling.
So here's a picture of
I'll start again, please.
here's a picture of Kim and I's children. I don't know too many people know about this, but we have 4 children being taken care of right now. They stay at Lydia's house because she seems to stay home and can take care of them while we're busy. This is Leroy, this is Jimmy, this is Janice, and right here is the littlest one. His name is Tarzan. Nice kid. Here's a picture of my father. Passed away when I was 17. And down here we have Kim's makeup, her Nivea cream, etc., etc. These pills here, well, you probably know what they are. I believe this is LSD 25 and this is STP. Something we've been using lately. This is my Norelco shaver. My mom gave this to me for Christmas, which I find very kind of meditational. I seem to grow sprout a bit of peach fuzz every month or so, and I kind of like to use this. What else can I show you? Here's our mirror. You probably don't want to look in there because he might disappear. Let me pull this off of here. There's a nice piece here by Raymond Pettibone of this disgruntled angel who's in heaven, and the angel is crying, saying, "You're just faking. Elvis is here. We know it. Tell us. Where is he? Show us Elvis." But Elvis isn't there, obviously. Anyway, here's our famous old bass. Oh, these leather pants here were given to us by Jim Reed of the Jesus and Mary chain. And these are kind of like rock icon pants. We'll probably sell these to a rock hotel someday. Our famous bass case in the early days of Sonic Youth. It's been around the world a few times. Stickers from all different countries, such as Fire Hose and Jesus and Mary chain.
Tell us about your favorite guitar.
My favorite guitar is actually it's right over here. If let me just grab this for you. It's the Drifter. And people say, how do you play this? Well, the thing is, what we like to do is we just sort of like to. A lot of the songs are written on this guitar, and we basically just get like beats out of it. Hear that? You got that? Yeah, because it's called the Drifter, and for reasons that are a bit religious. And that's my favorite guitar. And over here we have a wah-wah pedal. These things have become very rare, very highly collectible. Bought this at an antique fair. Whoa!
Well, that didn't work, did it?
Cutting. Did you get the wah-wah pedal?
No, I don't think we really got it. Okay.
You ready? This is a wah-wah pedal that we recently got. These are becoming quite rare. We got this at an antique fair in Jersey last week. Paid a good $500-600 for it. Some posters over here. I think I've acquired quite a few of these. I guess I can just pull out one and show it to you. Let's see here. Maybe I should see what this is. I mean, it's always a surprise. Oh yeah, this is a movie poster from a Russ Meyer film called Up. I should hang this up, but it's not up. What's this? Oh, this is interesting. This is a poster from a Mabou Mimes production of Philip K. Dick's Flow My Tears, The Policeman Said, which was okay. The book was ultimately more rewarding. Here's an art piece I did in '68 after participating in the riots in Chicago, the Democratic Convention. Over here on our desk I can show you some things. Here's our checkbook. I mean, we can go through this. It's pretty depleted at this point. Well, let's move away from that.
Is that where have you ever seen Your Sister Naked comes from?
Yes, that came first. That's part of the ad. Have you ever seen Your Sister Naked? That ad was used once. Not too many magazines wanted to run it for some odd reason. Here's a bunch of stuff. And here's a book on one of my heroes, Art Pepper. Great alto sax player of the 50s and 60s.
Why don't we go down to the phone machine?
Yeah, let's move on. Here's my closet over here. I have a bunch of crud over here. This is one of these newfangled fans. We just bought that. Here's our coffee maker. This teapot here is a gift I bought for Kim for her birthday this year. This was designed by Aldo Rossi, famous Italian architect. Somebody that's very admirable to us. And this design can give you an idea of where his head's at. Our refrigerator is one of those big industrial refrigerators. It's a marvel. And it's a heavy-duty block of like fridge. There's no light inside because who needs it? It's pretty straight edge. Over here, this is the bathroom. You come in there. This is where I use the bathroom. And there's Lydia Lunch up there. She's sort of guarding over all. Here's a nice photo of Richard Kern, cinematic genius, all-around nice guy. Our cupboard. Cut, yeah.
Okay. Really? So what are some of the sources of the inspiration for the lyrics that you write?
It's just different. I mean, this lately I've been just sort of like